How can anyone, whether they want to work in a language school or privately from their own laptop anywhere in the world, create a rewarding and impactful career teaching English as a second language, even if they are just starting out or have no teaching experience or ability? Hi, my name is Lynette Kim, and here on the TESOL Talk podcast, I aim to answer that very question.
I do understand that job interviews are not the most fun thing to have to do. But when you're looking for teaching work, whether it's face-to-face in an ESL school, here in Australia, overseas, or even online, and you have to be able to nail it. And how do you do that? What are employers looking for? Well, first of all, I'd like to start with teaching online. And a lot of people forget the fact that it is a job interview when it's online. They're looking at employers or recruitment agents that are overseas and in foreign countries, usually, and they want to ask a lot of questions. And I have this issue with graduates sometimes thinking that the job interview is actually part of a TESOL course, and you don't really want to treat it that way. You have to think of your online job interview the same way you would if you were face-to-face in your home country with any employer. So I know that, you expect to be able to ask some questions, but it's really good to hold back because you do need to think of the cultural differences and how you're going to come across, because native English speakers tend to come across very strong and forthright, and they want to appear confident. But if your employer, the school, is Asian, sometimes this can actually come off badly. So it's really good to be aware of those cultural differences in a job interview with foreign schools. So just to let the person, the recruitment officer or the employer, take the lead, sit back, think first beforehand about your dress, because you definitely need to dress the part and look like a teacher. If you're women, make sure your hair's done. It's nice. Foreigners do like nice makeup done, but I mean, it's not 100% necessity, but it does look nice to have things like that, to go to that bit of extra effort. Wear clothes that look like a teacher, not revealing. If you do have piercings or tattoos, particularly on your face or neck, just try to minimize the impact of these. It is good if, this is something that is you, that they are aware that that's how you want to appear, but it can impact your job chances. So just be aware of that. If you're a man, a good polo shirt, a shirt, you don't have to wear a tie, but it does make a good impression if you do. So just think of these things. And again, your hair done well and very tidy. The other thing too is just to relax that little bit. I know it's easier said than done, but in the sense that don't speak quickly, slow it down just a little bit, listen to everything that's being said. Don't be hasty when you answer. Take your time, come across considered. The other thing though is what employers are really looking for more than anything is really friendly, warm, approachable teachers that come across as great communicators. So you want to have like a smiley eyes, for want of a better expression, and, a little bit of like a smile expression on your face. You don't want to come across so serious that you look like you're frowning. You want to look approachable and, smile where appropriate as much as you can. Being bubbly is great too. I mean, nothing wrong with that. They love to see bubbly people. Age isn't such an issue. The issue is going to be how you come across. Their employers are looking at you and thinking, would my students who are paying customers want to spend time with this person? Would they enjoy it? Would they feel relaxed enough to make mistakes? And is this teacher approachable so that the students will want to feel friendly with them and want to spend time with them. So that's what they're thinking. So you want to be that person. And, you might get asked some hairy questions. Just answer them slowly, the best that you can. When I say hairy questions, it could be about, I've been asked in interviews before, what's my theory of teaching or my philosophy, things that you don't always expect. So have a think about some of these things before the job interview, so that if you do jot down some things like that, if you were asked what your psychology of teaching or whatever it is, have a think about how you might answer some of those types of questions. And again, be prompt, be on time, and ready with a couple of questions that that you want to ask that are important to you. Definitely have those, but just wait until towards the end, and you'll either be asked, do you have any questions? Usually you are, or you can just say, oh, before we go, I'd like to ask a few questions. There's nothing wrong with that. And then ask the questions, and they may want to get back to you with the answer depending on what those questions are, and just be, yep, that's fine. Thank you very much. So how you present yourself, personality. I mean, your appearance, obviously, that's a given, because that's your first impression, but personality is going to overshine anything else. So that's what you need to project, that warm, empathetic, caring, approachable, friendly, upbeat, energy, have some energy. That's the appearance that you're looking for. Now, that's teaching online, but it's also in-class teaching, whether that's for overseas or here in Australia. No matter what qualifications are required for the job that you're applying for, that is the basis that you will get picked for the job on, not everything else. So just be aware, like if two people are going for a job interview and one has higher qualifications and the other one has the basic minimum required qualifications, but the one with the basic minimum required qualifications has that wonderful warm nature and approachable and friendly, that's the one that's getting the job. I can tell you now, not the person who comes across more academic with more higher qualifications, because employers recognize they're a business. They have customers. That's the students, and they want teachers who are going to treat those customers well.